All right then. So, um, back in the game. In many ways, I've obviously got more than enough data to prove that pattern betting works, and it's just I know the problem with it is that it does require very big bets at some point, and the only way you can achieve that obviously is by moving from place to place. And you look at these guys on YouTube, the professional losers, and they always stay in one place, and they take all kinds of crap. I mean, mostly not of the sort of the extent that Crazy Cody burned money in his classic session, where I just couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. I mean, why on earth would anybody put up with that kind of crap? But by golly, he just kept on keeping on. It was the maddest, nuttiest, daftest thing I've ever seen. Um, but anyway, what I've got to do right now is add another baccarat session, and because of my sound problems, you're going to have to bear with me on that. So sorry. Where are we now? Wednesday, 6th of May, 2026. Yeah, sorry about that. There are complications with this new situation, but it's not a big whoop, I don't think. Uh-oh, that's Amazon. Hello?
Okay, I'm talking for you.
Oh, okay. All right. Hang on one sec.
No problem.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was a critical delivery. 8 bottles of a great British beer called Fuller's London Pride. And being London born myself, I'm particularly fond of it. Yeah, it really is good. All right, so we kick off the bazillionth shoe. Yeah, my friend in California has now written a Python, as they say in the States, routine, which deals 15,000 shoes at a go. And he's sent me samples from that, and pattern betting just prevails every time. So, you know, it's not always easy. Don't get me wrong, but it gets there. Just so long as you can keep moving. And these pro losers just don't do that. All right, back to the minimum. +1. Oops. All right. What the hell was that? Oh, that looks like 2-3 to me. All right. Back to the min. Alexa, go home. This is going to be my apology performance. That was because I get a little noise from the front door. Yeah, these guys on YouTube with their sort of like haphazard hell for leather fail Mary tactics. I mean, they just ugh. It's insanity. Repeat. That seemed like a good one. Back to the min. +1. Plus another one. There's another one. 1, 2. Ding dong. Plus one. Yeah, the thing you always have to look at is, you know, how much money you've made and how much you put at risk in terms of action, churn, whatever you want to call it, the sum total of all your bets, won or lost. And if you get a decent percentage answer, then you're doing it right. If you get the crap numbers that those clowns on YouTube get, then not so good. Repeat. Minimum. It looks like we're being dealt another easy ride. I don't know why that is. I mean, I have no control over these things. I know people don't believe that, but it's true. 51. Repeat. Minimum. Plus one. One, two. Uh-oh. 3, 4. Uh-oh, we're getting locked into a nasty here. 7, 8. And we're out of the nasty. Back to the min. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. 5, 6. Long grass. Over 500. 11, 6. Got to run to the bank. 17, 20. Looking bad now. Might be on a runaway point. Oh, saved by the banker. Minimum. Repeat. Still on the bank. Much more aggressive on the banker because of that little thing called commission. 3, 5 on the bank, and we'll run away if we lose. We did. 2, 1 on the player. Uh-oh, 3, 2. This is in 500s, obviously. And now 1, 2. Damn it. Damn it. Ugh. 3, 4. We needed that. Repeat. 1, 2. Try again. God, these bloody ties. Back to the min. Coming to the end of this one, I think. Plus one. That's another one. 1, 2. Eck. 3, 4. Nicely done. Minimum. See, we're on 34 to 30, so we're 4 bets ahead and we're 3,000 ahead. You know, I mean, these idiots on YouTube, they can't match that, the professional losers, because they have no plan, as well as no idea. Okay, sorry. I have to keep an eye on my next door neighbour because he's a bit frail and he has this great big metal staircase leading up to his flat and it's dodgy. Anyway, safe shoe. And we do another one. And come on. Now we're on 1, 2. Goody goody. Plus one. 51. 2, 3. 5, 6. Hello, hello, hello. Are we running away from this one now? $11, 6. And going to the bank. 5, 7 to cover the commission. Always, always fold the commission into your turnaround bet. 5, 7. I think we'll go for the full Monty here. 12, 15, which is 1, 2, no, sorry, 2, 3 in 500s. That didn't work, did it? So we're looking at 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. All right. That did not work out. All right, so we're running away from this shoe. 5, 6. So that is going to be 6, 3 on player on the next shoe. This is where the fun begins. I don't want to play blackjack today. Please. 6, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, duh. 9, 6. All right, 9, 7. I don't care. So that's going to be 16, 20. We're going to be running to blackjack, aren't we? 16, 20. There we go. So now we've got a good session balance. We had to put out 36,000 for 7,000. So if you look at that, or 7,500, if you look at that as percentage return, you know, it's really good. But people just don't think like that. You know, this is the problem. And it's why the casinos have got it locked in. They're inside the heads of gamblers. They understand the mentality of gamblers, and they sort of guide them in ways that gamblers themselves are not even aware of, like table limits and flash and pizzazz, smoke and mirrors, nonsense, bullshit, disinformation, misinformation, shills squawking at them about the dangers of progressive betting, which they normally refer to simply as martingaling. You know, it's all so deliberately, cynically wrong. But hey, I am pissing in the wind, as I often say. All right, 1, 2. Thank you very much. All right. That's a repeat. 51. 2, 3. Back to the min. Win it, then min it. 1, 2. Damn it. 3, 4. Yeah, I really resent ties because they're such a waste of time. And don't bet on them. I mean, good grief. 51. That's not right. Or a repeat. 1, 2. 3, 4. Try again. 7, 8. Are we in trouble again? We're in the long grass, that's for sure. And out of the long grass. Yeah, you just got to remember the percentage, you know, returns. That's the key. That's what a businessman would do, and that's what we all have to be in this situation. We have to outsmart the games, and you know, that's our job. 1, 2. And outsmart the casinos too, of course. Same difference. That's a repeat, I think. I think I do have problems with this sort of backup, the plan B recording thing that I'm having to do right now, because the phone screen goes black and I don't know whether it's recording or not. So forgive me while I pause here. Yeah, it's still recording. I don't know why. Why do I forget these things? Sorry about that. It's an apology day, right? 51. Was that 250s? Yeah, back to the min. I'm just a nervous Nelly, let's face it. Double for the tie. 1, 2. Ew. 3, 4. What? 7, 8. 15, 8. Running to the bank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now 7, 9 for the commish. Don't like that at all. All right, 16, 20. We're going to be on the run again, I think. Bloody ties. Sorry. I know, I'm always banging on about ties, aren't I? 16, 20. So that's going to be 4, 5. We're going to run away from this one now. 4, 5 on player when we start a new one. And then I'll play that to 20 if I get there. Might be blackjack. You have to remember at all times, obviously the odds, the probabilities, the possibilities, the potential, the danger, that nothing changes because of the size of the bet, okay? So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. Anyway, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a player win, please. Damn it. Another bloody tie. All right, there we are. So we're covered. And back to the min. +1. See, if you have a plan, you can get around the difficulties. If you don't have a plan, you are screwed. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Uh-huh. 51. 2, 3. Back to the min. One, 2. What was that, 51? Well, whatever. Oh, shit. I lost that one, didn't I? Damn, that must be 3, 4. There we go. It's just all about having the right amount of money out. I mean, it's not so much what you pick as what you bet. I mean, you've got to have the right amount out so that it does you the maximum good when or if or whatever it goes your way. That's it. That's it. We're done. So we'll close that out. And we'll go and have a look at the results. Not sure where we were in terms of wins and losses. I'm about to find out, I guess. 34, so +3 there. -5 there, so we're at -2 so far. Another -3 there, so that's -5 so far. I like it when it's tricky. So we're at -5 right now. Nine to 8, so that's +1, so that's -4 in today's session. And that's great, because that's what I like to have, to be able to say to you doubters out there, hey guys, look, we just lost more bets than we won, but we made 10,000 in the session, so come on, get with the program, okay? And I'm not selling it. I'm giving this away happily, because I just want to hurt the casinos as much as I can. Living in Nevada as long as I did, God, the harm that I saw done by reckless, stupid gambling, but by the bloody tricks the casinos play with all of the bloody legislature, with all of the people who are supposed to be protecting the public, bending over and taking it from the casinos, because they have this misguided idea, the politicians, that backing the casinos is the way to go. Anyway, enough from me. I think we are done. All right, so it's like I'm always saying, what you have to worry about most of all at the end of the day is what sort of percentage your win represents of your total churn, total action. Action was pretty high in these 4 shoes. The bets got a little shitty. In the end, we had a 2.7% house edge against us, which is about double expectation. Not horrible, but about double. And we turned that into a 15.5% win. 10,570 on action of 68,170. And honestly, I don't see how anybody can possibly complain about that. But the shills out there, the touts, the hawkers, the front men, the mouthpieces, the Vegas mats, and all the rest of it, will constantly argue about against any suggestion that the games can be beaten without blind luck. Excuse me, can't even pause for coughs and splutters now because of the new sound system, or the temporary sound system, so I apologize yet again. So the shoes in total, let's just have a look at the other two in this set. They're right here. So this one gave us 20.3% player edge against a given edge of 4.2%. And we had a win over loss value, average win over average loss value of 138%. Then came the shitstorm, 3 wins, 8 losses. We didn't get close to an average win exceeding the average loss. We got murdered. The house edge against us was 39%, and we lost 78%. So moving on, we recovered in the next one very nicely. We still had a house edge against us, 6.8%, and we turned that into a player edge of 19%. So that's good going. And then in the last one, 9 wins, 8 losses. So we had a slight player edge there, 4.8%, which we turned into 80%. And as you can see, the average win value over average loss value was bloody ridiculous, because we started with a bet of 5,000. And going back to this all-important number here, and I understand people being cynical. What I don't like is the number of people who just tell flat-out lies in response to this strategy, or any suggestion that the house advantage is wobbly at best. And it's kind of funny, because my friend Mo, told me about one of the guys that he meets every so often at the local casino, Golden West, and he was saying that this guy had repeated an argument that I've been hearing forever, which is, well, if these games could be beaten, there wouldn't be any games, which of course is absolute. It's illogical, it's stupid, it's senseless, It's, because everybody understands that the games have to be beatable short term, because otherwise people wouldn't play them. Long term is a bigger challenge, obviously. We're looking at 437 shoes here now, which is quite a few, and we're up 4.4% against a house edge against us, and this is all down here, of 0.91%, so slightly less than 1%. That is pretty friendly, but it's going to get worse. It always does. It gets nasty after it gets nice. That's standard practice. And it's funny, we got an extra WINtelligent over there the last time, so I had to kill it. I don't know where it came from. Oh, it's always a bit of a mystery. But yeah, it's nonsense to say the games cannot be beaten, because they have to be beatable. They have to be beatable. I mean, would you play sort of, what's it called? Find the Queen? Would you play that if you discovered that the guy who was running the game didn't have any queens at all in the deck? I mean, or on the table. It's just so stupid. But stupidity is pretty much rife amongst gamblers. Let's face it. To the chart, I would say that this looks good. But you know what? There's arseholes out there would say, well, obviously he's cheating. He's faking it. He's up to no good. He's doing something strange. He's blah, 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 blah. Nevada numbers, always like to point those out. Oh, yeah, I did mean to drop in the more recent one, which is sort of like 3 months newer than this one, but it never changes. I mean, the percentages are almost identical. It's extraordinary. 0.7% is what it's supposed to be against us, but the House turns it into 13%. 1.41 is turned into 16%. 2.7% is turned into 19%. Don't ever touch Ultimate Texas Hold'em or three-card poker. Stupid, stupid games. Don't touch them. Don't go near them. Baccarat 1.3%. So big table Baccarat 15%. Mini Baccarat 12%. Don't know why that is, unless it's because mini bucks tend to be commission free. I don't know, but that would be that. I would expect that to be the reverse, because remember, the casinos don't give us anything for nothing. Nothing is for nothing. There is no free lunch. Blah de blah de blah. Anyway, back to the chart. Back to where we're at. Let's go to the very top. Can I go to the top? No. All right, we'll stay right here. And I'll just hit Control Home. No, that didn't work. Damn it. Sometimes it just fights me. All right, so this is just the full picture. 145 GAGs to date. We've got a 0.91%, which you saw before. The indicated result, if you take the 0.91 and multiply it by total action, which is 8.3 million, you get a predicted loss or expected or indicated loss of 75,500, and instead of that, we're winning 360, whatever that is. It's just how it is. It's mathematical. It's logical, it's sensible, it's numerate, it's all of those things. And gamblers, by and large, don't give a shit. And that's their right. They can not give a shit if they don't want to. And I will catch you next time.